Exciting.
Yeah, I know, right?
Impressive. Okay.
I need a jingle for this.
You do. What are you going to do for your jingle?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
Take sip of drink.
I am a student at the University of Leeds studying ancient history.
So I do all kinds of things. It's like when you see people in the films and you see them in an office at a computer and you wonder what they do all day. That's what I do.
I'm studying fine art in Central St Martin's in London.
I'm currently at university in East Anglia, UEA.
I left uni
Yeah.
in summer, well, a bit before summer, because I did art history. I didn't like it. I liked the subject.
Yeah.
I didn't like university, and I had a bit of a little rough patch for 2 years, one could say.
How are you finding university?
Terrible.
Yeah.
I think the thing is because Cambridge exists in a bubble and you go into the bubble. And I went in very willingly, like I was absolutely convinced that it was what I wanted to do. And it like absolutely brutally destroyed me.
People are dropping out of university like flies because it's not a system that fits the majority of people, and yet the majority of people are pushed towards it.
I'm already 60 grand in debt, so what's the point in dropping out now?
I'm a notorious pessimist.
I'm not particularly hopeful for the way that we're going.
I guess there's a lot of things to think about.
There's like a million different fucking things that could happen, and like an overdue earthquake under Istanbul.
I worry about like running my car, what I'm doing to the environment, whether we recycle enough.
It's several meters per year of farmland is just turning to dust.
I don't use reusable sanitary pads. Should I be using a moon cup? I find it all very stressful.
I do have moments where I look at the overwhelming negativity that we get presented by the media and go, oh, so there really is no fucking hope and we're just going to all die and that's it.
And it's like the massive like global corporates, people like Elon Musk and Tesla and things like that, who could actually make a difference. And then we're sat here worrying about applicator tampons.
No government's actually trying to sort it out because it's so unprofitable. It's only going to become profitable once the world's already fucked, which it basically already is.
Also, that is something that's really sad for the distant future, is that I'm like, oh, do I want to have kids when actually the world's supposed to be like fucked in 50 years?
I was having this conversation with Mum and I was talking about how like the worst thing you can do for the planet is have a child. And I mean, right now I'm 21, I hate children, I can't imagine anything worse, so that's not a problem.
We are very much at that stagnation going into corrupting oneself and on the brink of perishing.
Also, we basically can't protest anymore.
No. Well, you can, technically. You just can't protest in any way that affects any infrastructure, which is what a protest is.
I was in the crowd, I was shouting, but when things got really bad, like I just couldn't get involved. I got really overwhelmed and just had to step back. And like I couldn't be in that crowd. I didn't want to get arrested, and there was still that thing of like the fear of the police.
England has become an incredibly unpopular place with the younger generation at the moment because of what it stands for, what it stood for, etc., etc.
The things that benefit these sort of situations are mutual aid groups. They are organisations, like small organisations. They're individual and community-based projects that actually are like really helpful.
Ideally, you should plant a fruit tree that you won't see the fruit of. I don't know who said that, it was some Greek dude.
That's another way to be happy, is just to actually be in touch with the season, be in touch with like the food you can create and also the life you can build. It's so cheesy, but it's like actually you can literally grow things, you can plant things that will live longer than you will.
Like that's ideally what everyone should be doing, is doing things that the future generations will reap the rewards of, but none of us do that. I've never planted a fruit tree.
Nope, I have no plan of fruit tree either. I just moved to a house. I was like, oh, nice, there's a fruit tree. Sick.
Yeah, sick. I'll eat all that and chop it down because it's shading my garden.
Yeah.
It's not great. I know that there will come a point where it will be more profitable for corporations and billionaires and the like to start being environmentalists than it is profitable to keep doing this.
We can create a bubble of optimism and sort of positive realism until the world implodes and we'll die.
I don't know how much I believe this, but I sort of believe that the future's set in stone. So, like, the future's probably already happened. So why worry about it?
Yeah. And as you know, eco-debate impacts my life very much so.
Yeah, it impacts your life a lot.
Yeah, it does.
You're a rare breed in that, though.